Shalom, shalom. I want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honor to all to the apostles of Great Millstone, and enough respect to the brothers that are out there pushing and spreading the truth, which is the gospel of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahshai, to the four corners of the world. Now, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahshai, I found this article that says that Iran agrees to ship missiles, more drones to Russia, defying the West sources. But before we get into that, just want to get Isaiah chapter 55 and 11. Um, Start from verse 9. It says, "For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return to me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." All right. Just want to establish that how powerful the words of Yahweh Shema Shai is. Lamentations chapter 3, verse 37. It says, "Who is he that saith, and it comes to pass, when the Lord commandeth it not?" So all these guys out here, um, whether they an Israelite, or whether or not they don't preach the scriptures as an Israelite, or even if they don't believe in the scriptures at all, that preach, or that speak of peace, okay, they're like they're in no position to speak things that are contrary to what the Most High has set forth in this place. All right, because all the evidence points to what points to the scriptures being fulfilled, and the ultimate plan, the ultimate goal of this place, okay, is destruction. All right, so get that. Isaiah chapter 13, jump down, verse 9. It says, "Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate." Right? "And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it." Right? "For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause a light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible." All right, and this is going into the destruction of Babylon. Let me see. Yeah. Um. Right. It says so. You just want to jump to the point real quick. It says, "Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which is Gog and Magog, or which we know them as Russia. It says, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows," which is talking about the ICBM, "shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, and the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah." Now, how do we know that this is talking about future times? I'm going to get to the article real quick, but I just want to get this right now, because it seems a lot of people wanna make it seem as though we're adding on to the scriptures, okay, and that we're taking away from the scriptures, and we're making the scriptures. Whenever we talk about World War III and ICBM, we're talking about fables here, okay, we're lying, and then we're talking about things that are not written in the scriptures, but it is written in the scriptures, all right. And Babylon is talking, and the Babylon, a land which is destined to be desolate, meaning to be destroyed utterly. Just like it, right? Babylon, when it talks about it being destroyed utterly, it hasn't happened yet. Like a lot of scholars will let you believe, or a lot of these pastors out here, or people read the scriptures, it hasn't happened yet. All right, and we're gonna let these guys even tell you. because it seems as though whenever we come out here and we tell you it's not good enough, so we have to, let Esau's word. We have to we, we have to let Esau's words, you know, explain it to you. It says her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down. These phrases and similar phrases in Jeremiah 50 and 51 are an interesting challenge in understanding prophetic fulfillment. Not very long after Jeremiah's prophecy, Babylon was conquered, but it was not destroyed. The foundations did not fall and the walls were not thrown down. It says Cyrus, who unified the Medo-Persian Empire and then overwhelmed Babylon, was careful to spare the country. So the references to Jeremiah 15:16 must be a later attack. That's right, you know. And this is one of the few times where these scholars are actually true in the future, about the future, because a lot of times their expertise, the only place where they're really right is in what is in the past, is on history, things that have happened. But when it comes to prophecy, these Edomites are they're not they're not knowledgeable. It says, according to Herodotus, Cyrus captured Babylon by diverting the Euphrates River into a trench. It says the Persian attacked Babylon so unexpectedly that when the outer areas of the cities had already take that when the outer areas of the cities had already been taken, those in the center did not realize that they were captured. Right? It's like it says the Persians attacked Babylon so unexpectedly that when the outer areas of the cities had already been taken, those in the center did not realize that they were captured. It's like it says one important factor to take into account is that Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, radically repented before God. It is possible that the worst of what is prophesied did not happen because God mercifully responded to Nebuchadnezzar's repentance. It is at least possible that the humbling of Nebuchadnezzar culminated in his testimony. Let me jump down. Yeah, let me just jump down to the point. It says another important factor to take into account is that God is not done with his judgment upon Babylon. The city, second most mentioned in the scriptures, Babylon, was judged not far from Jeremiah's time, but even that judgment pointed towards a greater fulfillment in the last days. The fall of Babylon, which is prophesied by Jeremiah, was partially fulfilled when the Medes and the Persians conquered ancient Babylon. Yet the connections between this fall of Babylon and Revelation 18:22, which says Babylon, the greatest fallen, is fallen, shows that there is an ultimate fall of Babylon to come. Right? You know, and seeing as how we're in the last days, what like what uh, um, nation is most likened unto Babylon? You know, when the mention of Babylon's pride, when the mention of Babylon sitting on top of the world, when the mention of Babylon's making the nations drunken, okay, with their philosophies, it's talking about America. Okay, this place is Babylon, and we're seeing prophecies come to pass, man. It says Iran has promised to provide Russia with surface missiles in addition to more drones. Two senior Iranian officials and two Iranian diplomats told uh, Reuters, a move that is likely to infuriate the United States and other Western powers. And we know this is going to Ezekiel the 38th chapter. Okay. Matter of fact, let me get it right now. Right. So the subject here is Gog and Magog, which is Russia, and it says what? Let me see. Right, it says, I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shield, and all of them handling swords. So he's going to have a great company with them, you know,
Because yeah, right now Russia's hated and they're being sanctioned and they're being shunned from the world. But the time is coming, and for sure, because what according to Isaiah 55 and 11, the words of Yahweh Shema will come to pass. So we know for sure that the time is coming when Russia will gain what he will have an entourage behind him, right? He will gain support, you know, because a lot of people are gonna realize that yo, these men are strong, man, and they are reliable. Because for the longest, you have all these nations, right, that are putting sanctions on them, right? All these nations that are shunning them from society, you know, Babylon, we coming against America, they're coming against NATO, and they're still surviving, and NATO still can't do a damn thing about them. These men are strong. You know, let us rely on them. And the time is coming when this mindset is gonna be upon every nation, man, even America's best allies, because the scripture tells us in the book of Revelations that what that the dragon is gonna ultimately what or is ultimately gonna hate the whore and burn her with fire. So we know that these nations, NATO and EU, are ultimately also gonna betray America. You know, and Gog and Magog, Russia, as it says right here, he's gonna be what the spearhead. You know, it says, and even a great company with bucklers and shield, all of them handling swords. Persia, we talked about Iran, Ethiopia and Libya with them, all of them with shields and helmets. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomer of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Right? And after many days thou shalt be visited, in the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people, against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste, but it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely. Right? All of them. That's right. You know. And this is talking about um how do I put it? The let me find the other verse to count with this. Right. So this right here is talking about Babylon, and it's also talking about what? Um, the how do I put it? The Amalekites. You know. So look, man, World War III is brewing. Okay, and it's for sure. So one of the many people with them is what is Persian, and we're reading right here that they're already making moves. Okay, they're already in their lot right now. They're doing what they're supposed to do. A deal was agreed on October 6th when Iran's Iran's first vice president Mohammed Mokhbar, two senior officers from Iran's powerful revolutionary guards, and an official from the Supreme National Security Council visited Moscow for talks with Russia about the delivery of the weapons. That's right. You know, these nations are making moves. The Russians have asked for more drones, and those Iranian ballistic missiles have improved have with improved accuracy, particularly the Fatah and the Zoghar missile family, said one of the Iranian diplomats who was briefed about the trip. Um, a Western official briefed on the matter confirmed it, saying that there was an agreement in place between Iran and Russia to provide face-to-face short-range ballistic missiles, including that this kind of missile, Zolfa, Zolfagar or something like that. Yeah, and here's the important part. It says the Iranian diplomat rejected assertions by Western officials that such transfers breach a 2015 UN Security Council resolution. Right. So now these men don't care, man. You know, where they are being used is not the seller's issue. We do not take sides in the Ukraine crisis like the West. We don't right, because here it is, right? You have the West. Here it is. They're free to send missiles. They don't have any ties with Ukraine. Ukraine is not part of NATO. Ukraine is not an ally. But here it is. They're sending missiles to Ukraine. They are like sending missiles, defense missiles, anti-aircraft missiles to Ukraine. But 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 other people can't do it for Russia. You see what's going on, you know? Like, and these people talking about how they don't care what's going on over there. They just trying to make money, sell it because what? They they gotta live. Which really we know they just want Russia to win because they're with Russia. But you know, um, the point here is like they don't care. They really don't care about the views of the Western countries, primarily America. Nobody cares about the approval of Americans. So though the fight, they don't care. India has started doing it. Iran has been doing it. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, that's it on that. You know. To the brothers that listen, I'm Mr. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Brakatham. To the few aquas that are also listening in truth and sincerity. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Brakatham. May the blessing of election be upon all the houses. And may the Most High delivers us from these terrible times that are approaching. So, until the next time, Shalom.